Alright, so this is going to be a fun video. So, my page has received a strike on Facebook for sharing an article, which is epic. So it was an article I posted. It was by PJ Media, which is a right-leaning media source. It's considered fairly biased. So this isn't the original title of the article. It says military ballots found in the trash in Pennsylvania. It said they were all Trump votes, or all were Trump votes, was the end of the title of the article. So an independent fact-checking organization called The Dispatch rated this as, I believe it was partly false or mostly false. Oh, it says partly false. It was rating partly false. And the only thing that was false was the last part of the headline there, where instead of all were Trump, most were Trump votes. So, because of this, my page has received a strike against it. So, fewer people will see the content that I post on my Facebook page due to this kind of thing, which is amazing. It also hurts the way I can run ads on my page. It hurts a lot of different stuff, and it's really infuriating because if we go back to the original post I made, let me try and go back to the original post I made. So the original post I made, which was 3 days ago, I said this actually happened. Oh yeah, so you can see that it hasn't updated on this. So this actually happened, and yes, it was only a few votes, but in a state like Pennsylvania, to pretend like this won't matter is ignorance. Dr. Fauci says we can vote in person, so if you have the ability to, vote in person. So now, this post, and no, not just this post, this whole page is going to be throttled because I shared an article that had a incorrect statement in the headline. Technically, they weren't all Trump. The ones they could identify were all Trump. So to make that kind of distinction and to hurt my page over sharing an article from a news site, oh my goodness, I'm angry. It's so ridiculous. Oh man. So let's look into the fact check. Following statements made blah, 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 blah. According to an initial statement from the U.S. Attorney David Freed, investigators have recovered 9 ballots at this time. Some of those ballots can be attributed to specific voters and some cannot. All 9 ballots were cast for presidential candidate Donald Trump. Some news stories and social media posts continue to claim that the ballots were for Trump, but the FBI corrected the figure. Both the letter and revisited statement state that 7 of the ballots were cast for Trump, with 2 ballots cast were unknown, and they're still unknown because they were sealed up. So the initial statement right here, this is the initial statement. So you see this initial statement as a news site, and you said, wow, 9 ballots were recovered. All 9 ballots were cast for presidential candidate Donald Trump. That's the initial statement. And they're not even arguing that. The Dispatch isn't even arguing that that is the initial statement that came out from the U.S. Attorney David Freed. They're arguing that that information was incorrect, and because that news organization put out a direct quote that was incorrect from a U.S. attorney, that now they're fake news. That's incredible. Oh my goodness. You can only act on the information that you know, and the information that PJ Media and the rest of anybody knew was that all 9 ballots were cast for Trump. That turns out to be incorrect. They corrected the figure later, and that 7 of the 9 ballots were cast for Trump, with 2 votes unknown as they had been resealed. It's just incredible. that my page is going to get throttled for this kind of fact check. And as you can see, we go back. If we go back, they had changed the title of the article. They updated their article. So I don't see why my page is getting throttled. It's just amazing. Oh my goodness. That's amazing, Facebook. This is amazing. This is amazing. That I've received a community standards violation because of a quote from a U.S. attorney being incorrect, and a news organization using that quote, which is the quote that they had at the time of writing the article, in their article and in their headline, and that hurts me. This is fantastic, Facebook. Give it up for Facebook. Independent fact-checking works. Holy moly, this is so dumb. Anyway, guys, that's about all for this video. I'm just a little upset. So I've started a new show / podcast called Devil's Advocate, and it's currently out now on YouTube. We currently have 2 episodes. First episode's right here. It's about the American school system, and I have a person come on with me, and then we talk about a topic in a conversational style. There's some agreements, some disagreements. It's very, it's much less cringe than debate me bro style stuff you see from most political channels. So if you guys want to check that out, that'd be awesome. I think the first 2 episodes went really well. But that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good day.